There's a new accessory update with the Thaumaturgist, or however the hell you call him, on Alpha server, and he completely removes Reforges. So I'm going to be going over what you should do, everything you need to know related to this guy. First off, where is he? He's right behind the auction house. If you run past him, you can see his house right here. There's 3 NPCs. You have Ozane, you have the Thaumaturgist, and you have the Mathematician. First up, what does he do? Reforges are now 100% removed. As we can see, I have strong on all my talismans, but I'm not getting any buffs from it, so Reforges are 100% removed. Instead replaced with magic power, tuning points, and Reforge stones. First off, what does the Thaumaturgist do? You unlock a base amount of stat buffs you can do. For example, we have a Commando, we have Protected, we have whatever it is, and give you a set amount of stat buffs. For example, Protected, we can see it gives you health and defense. Now these, however much these stats are boosted by, is dependent on your magic power, and it scales pretty well. So how do you actually get magic power? Magic power is obtained from just having accessories. You can read what the hell's on here. 22, 16, etc, etc, etc. Meaning having a lot of talismans is going to be super, super good. I'm pretty sure the max right now is like 260, 270, something like that. Sorry, 670, definitely not 270. 670, something like that. And when Alpha server fully releases with all the new talismans, it'll be up at around 1,000, I think. Magic power affects how much these stat buffs are. So, for example, if I have 1,000 magic power, these stats get like doubled or tripled. But there's a way to get more stats besides the base ones, because these aren't too great, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is from Power Stones. Power Stones, you can put 9 of any Power Stone, so 9 shaded, 9, whatever it is, and unlock that Power Stone ability, and then it gets multiplied and buffed however it is. There's a lot of new Power Stones, and they each have different varieties, going from intermediate to advanced to master to grandiose to marvelous. Now, each of these gives a different power buff for different things, and there's a lot of new things in a way you can get them. There's a bunch of new stuff from the Nether update, surprise, surprise. There's also a bunch of new stuff from collections, from the Dark Auction, from Void Gloom. There's a lot of new stuff that you can do and actually get. But what is actually the best Reforged stone out there? We don't really know yet. Shaded will probably still be one of the best, because Shaded is just really strong. But here's also Jacobius. Jacobius is a new NPC that was literally just added like literally a minute ago. I got kicked in the middle of recording and now he's back on. And you can now pay money and unlock more accessory slots. So for example, if I had 60, I can pay 1.5 mil and get 2 extra slots, which is super, super nice. Nice NPC. If you're rich, want extra accessory slots because of filling up your inventory, you can go and talk to him. Or Zane, she'll just like sell your accessories or whatever, so you get X amount of money. So for example, if I talk to her, I can sell my accessories for 700,000 coins. Then like the strong thing on it gets removed from it and just becomes base. Now the last thing is a tuning points. Now a tuning points is based off your magic points. So if I have 500 magic points, I have 50 tuning points. Tuning points can be put into all these stats: health, defense, speed, strength, all the crit stuff, bonus attack speed, and intelligence. For the majority of players, I recommend honestly going into bonus attack speed, because this is going to be one of the only ways to get it unless you have like a golden dragon, unless you have like the end game tier pets. But as we can see, I have 49 points, and if I just randomly shift click these and auto assign them to random stuff, I can actually save these different points right here. For example, I can save, and then I can load them whenever I want to. So if I wanted to, if I had one build for strength and one build for intelligence, I could swap between those if I wanted to be mage or berserker, whatever the hell it is. Now, how much does magic power actually impact these stats, and is this a nerf or a buff to it? So now, the mathematician will give you the equation. He's not going to tell you what it is, but he'll give you the equation. That's the equation, and I actually did plug this into my calculator, so I'll show you what this actually ends up. So this is with 1,000 magic power, and as we can see, it's 28, it's like 29, whatever it is. This is the correct equation for 1,000 magic power, and it gives you a 31 times multiplier. Now, what this means is, at least we're pretty sure, if you have a base stat, for example, let's take Shaded. Let's just pretend Shaded gives you 10, 10, 10 for strength, crit damage, and speed on Mythic. I know it doesn't, but let's just pretend. What this would mean is they would all get multiplied by 30, meaning they'd be 300, 300, 300 for this Shaded Reforge, or at least that's what it's supposed to be. Which you might be thinking, oh, okay. This is actually a nerf to Reforge talismans from the stone alone. If you're adding attribute points, then I think it evens out. It's just different. But the reason is because if you have every single talisman in the game, which is like 60 to 80, let's just say 70, you can put 70 Reforges on, and for this you only get multiplied by 30. So this is different and it's interesting, but I don't know if it is a buff or nerf yet. The base stats aren't too great on all of these, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, yeah, they're decent, but you got more on the main than this. So finding which one you want and then applying it could be super nice. Also, just learning all the different power stones could be also very nice as well, and figuring out which one works the best for whatever thing you want, because they added a lot. Like, they repurposed some of them from they were already here, but then they added a lot more from a bunch of different things. You can get some from collection, you can get some from whatever it is, you can get a lot of them. Find what works for you and try to get as much magic power as you can, because it'll incrementally buff as it goes up. I think they're going to have to do a little bit more changing to this, because earlier when I recorded the first video, it was absolutely bugged, and Shaded gave you 2,300 crit damage, and now it's a nerf from the previous updates. They're going to have to work on the equation and work on balancing it out properly. However, this will be a super interesting update, and it will completely change Reforging as we know it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, subscribe. See you guys next one. Peace out.